Hey guys, it's a proper Pundit here, and it's been a while since my last video. I wasn't able to do a video reviewing the Premier League games from last weekend because, well, I was busy. So, anyways, we're gonna do a prediction video for the games for this weekend. And yeah, let's not waste time. Let's begin. So, starting off with Brentford versus Brighton. This will I could actually see it being a decent watch, to be honest, but I could see it being a decent watch, but I think it'll just be 1-1. I think it'll be a good watch, but not too many goals in it. 1-1. Brentford have nothing to play for. Brighton are trying to get into Europe, so Brighton need to win a lot more than Brentford, but I think this game will be a draw. Everton versus Man City. Yeah, if you want to watch this game for drama because of how big it is for Man City, fair enough. But if you're watching it for entertainment, oh man, you don't know what's coming. This game is gonna be boring. All this game is going to be is Everton parking the bus and Man City not being able to break it down and doing sideways pass after sideways pass. It will be so boring. You would rather watch paint dry. It's gonna be that boring. Like, do not if you want to be entertained, do not watch Everton versus Man City. Just don't. Anyways, my prediction for the game, I 0-0, 0-0 draw, boring. Yeah. Anyways, Crystal Palace versus Bournemouth. Palace have been their defense has been horrible lately. That Man City game and against Newcastle, leaking goals, and in the league they don't have anything to play for. Bournemouth do. Do I think Bournemouth will win? You know what? I think they will. Let's go. The way Palace have been defending, let's say 3-1 Bournemouth. Yeah. They need to win a lot more than Palace. Palace have been defending like clowns lately. And Bournemouth I think will capitalize on it. So 3-1 Bournemouth. Then we go West Ham versus Southampton. Yeah. 3-0 West Ham. Like, no, let's go Southampton to go. 3-1, 3-1 West Ham win. Yeah. Like, it's Southampton. Villa versus Newcastle. This, honestly, that's the game of the weekend. Villa Newcastle. Wow. Newcastle been on fire lately, winning game after game, and they're in third right now. Third place. And they could go second. They could catch up to Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal don't have anything to play for in the league. Their form could drop, and Newcastle could capitalize and take second place. They've been so good. Jacob Murphy, I didn't know he could play like this. Harvey Barnes is back to his best. Like, Isak hasn't even been like that great recently, and they've still been getting all these wins. That midfield, Guimaraes, Tonali, Jolinton. If if you want to show that, like, if you want a technique battle, show off skill, they can do it. If you want to scrap, they can do that as well. They got the physicality and the technique. Well, like, how did they get this midfield? How? This midfield is perfect. The only problem with this midfield is that two of them can be hotheads, so they are prone to red cards. But look, if they can get that out of their game, it's basically perfect. That midfield, wow. Newcastle have been brilliant lately. Villa have been pretty good as well. They did lose to PSG, but they almost came back. And the start against PSG may have been bad, but the second half performance, just fair play, Villa. They were so close, but not quite. And they're going to be determined to turn things around in this game, and they've been in good form as well in the league. I think it'll be a very, very good watch, and I think Newcastle will edge it 3-2, and that'll be a big, big win for Newcastle. So, yeah. On to Sunday's games. Fulham v Chelsea. Chelsea or crap. I've said it time after time. Now the Chelsea fans are finally seeing the light, and that is that Enzo Maresca doesn't know what he's doing. And I'm just so happy. Like, this guy ruined Palmer, one of my favorite players, ruined Malagusto, and he's been getting away with it because he's beating like they're fourth in the table. The only reason they've been able to stay up there for so long is it's because of their fixtures. They're facing so many crappy teams like West Ham, Wolves, Leicester, Southampton, Ipswich. Like, that's the only reason. But now they're facing like, they're facing teams, competent teams that actually know how to play. And they will sink down the table. They're going to finish seventh, okay? That's where they'll finish. Seventh place. They're not getting Champions League. And they may get Europa for like the Conference League, but who even knows? Like, they will finish seventh place. Like they're not getting Champions League. Like, they drew to Ipswich at home, and they could have lost that game. They are rubbish, absolutely rubbish. And Enzo Maresca is he's clueless, absolutely clueless. And against Fulham, while I could see it being a draw, I think Fulham will win. I'll say 2-0. 2-0 to Fulham. And yeah, Chelsea will lose. Now we got Ipswich versus Arsenal. Not really. Both teams have nothing to play for. It won't be a good watch. I wouldn't recommend watching this game. But Arsenal, I think, will win because like it is Ipswich, and I'll say 2-0, comfortable 2-0 win. United versus Wolves. Wolves are safe. United have nothing to play for, and tough one to predict, to be honest. If it was a Molyneux, I might back. No, I wouldn't. I'm gonna say draw in this game. This game will be, we'll say 2-2, 2-2 draw, and it doesn't really make a difference for either team because they're both safe. They don't have anything to play for in the league, but yeah, 2-2 draw. Now we got Leicester versus Liverpool. Again, Leicester are down. Liverpool are going to win the league. Liverpool are going to rip Leicester apart. 5-0. Like, they will cook Leicester. Like, I don't know why any Leicester fan would bother turning up to this game. Like, I know they got a point against Brighton, but they could have been destroyed in that game as well. Brighton, they're just lucky that Brighton don't know how to finish. But Leicester just atrocious, and Liverpool ripped them apart. So 5-0. Now the final game: Tottenham versus Nottingham Forest. People keep saying Forest are gonna fall off because they lost 2 games back to back. Those are the 2 games I had where I was like, okay, they're not gonna win because Villa away. Yeah, I just didn't see it happening for them. And Everton don't suit their style of play. Everton sit back against every team they face. Forest do not want to face teams like that. And Everton actually have they have decent defenders. So that made it even more difficult. Because there are a lot of teams there are teams in this league that do sit back, but they don't have defenders to do the job. Like, if Leicester tried to sit back, it wouldn't make a difference because the defenders are rubbish. But Everton, they actually have good defenders. So I knew Forest weren't going to win that game. But Tottenham, that's the perfect team for them. Ange Ball against that Forest defense, yeah. Players like Brennan Johnson, Solanke, Madison, they're not going to do anything against that Nottingham Forest defense. And Tottenham are weak defensively. So on that counter attack, Forest will get goal after goal. And if Tottenham really don't turn up and Forest do, it could get ugly. Like 5 to like 1. It could get really ugly. But I don't think you'll get to that stage. I think Forest will win. I'll say 3-0. Comfortable 3-0 win. Tottenham is the perfect team for them. Okay? And people can back Tottenham all they want. But just look at the facts. There's nothing to suggest that they're going to get anything out of this game. And also, they don't have anything to play for in the league. So, like, what are you basing your prediction off of? Yeah, Forest will win this game comfortably. And, well, I mean, I'm predicting them to get Champions League. And they will get that. They will get that for sure. My predictions for the top 7 this season are Liverpool first, Arsenal second, Newcastle third, Forest in fourth, Man City in fifth, Villa in sixth. It could easily be Villa in fifth and Man City sixth, but I think Man City will just edge it, and Villa will be in sixth, and Chelsea will be in seventh. And honestly, Chelsea could even get lower than that. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they're lower than that. But I'm going to say 7th. So, yeah. Those are my predictions for this game week. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.